Ever wondered how language encodes actions, events, or processes? Well, transitivity in systemic functional linguistics, or SFL for short, is the key. This intriguing field of study provides a robust framework for analyzing language, focusing on three main metafunctions: ideational, interpersonal, and textual. Today, our spotlight is on the ideational metafunction, with a particular emphasis on transitivity. Transitivity is concerned with how we represent processes and participants within clauses. It's a bit like the director of a movie deciding who does what and how it all fits together to create a meaningful narrative. Through transitivity, we can encode a wide array of actions, events, and even cognitive processes, giving us a rich tapestry of meaning. This isn't just about grammar rules, it's about how language shapes our understanding of the world around us. Now that you know what transitivity is, let's dive into the different types of processes it encompasses. First on our list are material processes. These are the verbs that illustrate actions or events, causing a physical or observable change in the world. Within material processes, we have four subcategories. Action processes, for instance, pertain to actions performed by animate agents like the dog chased the cat. Behavioral processes, on the other hand, spotlight actions or behaviors of animate subjects, such as she smiled at me. Next, we have transitional processes, which encapsulate change of state or location. An example would be the water froze. Lastly, we delve into transactional processes. These involve the transfer of information, goods or services. A classic example is, she gave him a book. Each of these categories helps us better understand how actions and events are represented in our language. With material processes, you can see actions and events take shape in your sentences. Moving on, let's explore the realm of the mind with mental processes. In the context of systemic functional linguistics, mental processes represent cognitive activities, perceptions, or states of consciousness. These processes typically involve mental verbs and are categorized into three main types. First, we have cognitive processes. These are mental activities related to thinking, reasoning, or understanding. An example might be, he thinks deeply about the problem. Next, we see perceptive processes. These represent perception or sensory experiences. For instance, she saw the sunset. Lastly, we encounter emotional processes, encompassing feelings or emotions experienced by individuals. An example might be, he feels happy. By incorporating these processes into our language, we're able to express not only our actions, but also our thoughts, perceptions, and emotions. In essence, mental processes add a layer of cognition and perception to your language. Last but not least, we have relational processes, which establish connections between participants. These processes are all about relationships or equivalences. They often involve linking verbs such as be, seem, or become. Let's look at their subcategories. First, we have attributive processes. They attribute qualities or characteristics to entities. For example, she is intelligent. Here, she is the subject, is the linking verb, and intelligent is the quality being attributed. Next, identifying processes classify or identify entities. That is a dog. In this case, that is the subject, is the linking verb, and a dog is the identified entity. Lastly, the becoming processes denote a change of state or transformation. An example might be, she became a doctor. Here, she is the subject, became is the linking verb, and a doctor is the end result of the transformation. Relational processes weave a network of relationships in your sentences. We've covered a lot of ground today, exploring the fascinating world of transitivity in SFL. We've delved into the ideational metafunction, where we saw how transitivity processes paint vibrant pictures of actions, events, and processes, and the participants involved. We've discovered the material processes, where actions or events evoke a physical or observable change in the world. We saw examples of action, behavioral, transitional, and transactional processes that bring language to life. We've journeyed into the realm of mental processes, where cognitive activities, perceptions, or states of consciousness are represented. We've encountered cognitive, perceptive, and emotional processes, each offering a unique lens into the mind's workings. We've also explored relational processes that establish relationships or equivalence between participants, with attributive, identifying, and becoming processes serving to define and classify our world. Understanding transitivity in SFL gives us a powerful tool to examine how language constructs representations of events, actions, and states. So keep exploring and keep learning.